Could have sworn last time it liked capitals and didn't take lowercase. Yeah. Command prompts, am I right? Let me just check which save I used. I think it was 5. Yep. Okay. Alright, we are ready to go. Hello everyone, this is Arafilm playing Commander Keen Invasion of the Vorticons, Episode 2, The Earth Explodes. This is our third time on this one. The first two, we took, I think, 6 of the 8 Tantalus rays destroyed. So we continue from 5. And F4 for joystick control, yes. Top left button, bottom right button. Yeah, so I think everything below this row is done. So this was, well, from the icon, it looks like a weapons thing. This one says Moscow. Up here says DC. Over here was Rome. Okay, so there's 3 weapons. Plus, yeah, 3 Tantalus Ray levels left, plus 2 optional ones that look like weapons depots. Not that we need weapons, considering over 200 shots. But I want to at least look at all the levels in the game, so yeah, let's start over here from, yeah, WB, so that's probably weapons B. I don't know whether it's safe to drop or not. Blind drops are the bane of any platformer. Yeah, there's death lava, or acid. Alright, is there anything else over here? Yes. Yeah, I have no idea which way the lava wants me to go. Like, there has to be something here, although I might not be able to get back up. Yeah, press the wrong buttons. How do I do that? Yeah, it's A and B, not X or Y. It's okay, so there's something down there. There's also something to the left. I could probably jump straight down to that lift, but it doesn't look familiar. Or, yeah. Doesn't look safe. Why am I saying familiar? What are the... It looks like there's Standard Galactic Alphabet on the platforms also. Kind of a T over a bar and then an exclamation point. So the exclamation point kind of thing looks like the I. The other one, I'm not seeing any matching characters in the Standard Galactic Alphabet. It's sort of like an H, except the H would have the bar on the top instead of below that. And it's sort of like a V, except the V would have the bar, the T-shaped thing flipped the other way. Ah. Yeah, there's something there. Yeah, do I want to... Yeah, let's just do that. It's not that difficult to jump. And there, I just need to have some confidence. Alright, let's follow the candy bars. Alright, we've got Vorticons, we've got food. Wish our point items. I think over to the right is where I would have fallen. Oh, great, the guys with blasters. But yeah, I think that's where I would have fallen going down the right side of the level. I do want to avoid the blaster guys. Hold on, I'm seeing my... Okay, I don't know why that came up on the status bar for no reason. It looks like the stream is still streaming properly, so... Graphics being graphics. Computers do not always make sense. This is neat, that says. That could have gone badly. Yeah, we've seen this is neat enough times that it's not a surprise at this point. Looks like there's more hamburgers I could have gotten up there by blasting through a bunch of Vorticons. Not necessary. There's Vorticola. Looks like that guy was standing on air for a bit, but now he's just jumping. Okay, and here's exit. Alright, there's more points there if you want them, but yeah. Lost a few knives, so we've got a net profit in ammunition, so that does fit the whole weapons thing. Okay, let's go for Moscow. Got these guys. I think I want to leave that there so I can... Assuming they get out of my way for a second. Right up the wall on these. If the debt bot doesn't get in the way. So of course it did. Now, I think the safer thing to do is that. And that's... Is this even helpful? No, I don't think you can get up here otherwise. But what is up here? Be careful going through hallways, because you never know. Wait, is that an exit on the wrong side of the... Or do you have to approach it from the right and then it's behind it? No, let's pick a direction and go. Right, it's pogo to activate switches. But that, I think, is a light switch down there. So if I flick the light switch off, that will keep Vorticons from jumping. We've observed that for ourselves in one of these other levels. Plus, there was an Elder Vorticon that pointed out that wise Vorticons don't jump in the dark, neither do unwise ones. Let's flip that back on just for safety. That is surprisingly easy to get. Okay, there's nothing down there. It's just... It kind of looked like the game wanted you to stay up on these and jump across without touching what was below. Oh, that's danger. Well, that was silly. Okay, so progression is up there. What's down here? Besides these being in the way. Looks like a ton of points, but not at all safe. Actually, I think I do want to do that, because then they'll go in the exit, or the entrance chamber. and come back out, which gives me more time to get on top of them. Okay. So I was making it harder on myself than it needed to be. Huh. It looks like if I went that way, I could just get to the exit without destroying the Tantalus ray. I wonder if the game knows the difference. I don't think I want to experiment with that right now, but... yeah, I think I'll try after clearing, just come back, throw on God mode, see what happens. Okay, you want to flip that on to get those out of the way. I was not expecting anyone to be there. Right, those can destroy pretty much anything, except themselves. Okay. Let's do that again, this time make sure there's no one in the way. Let's just march into the lava. Okay, you can see from here there's 4 there. So, not actually a blind drop. Yeah, and destroying this gives you a ton of points, so extra life. And the blinking exit sign. Alright. So we got 1 more weapon deco, plus room and DC. Let's save on slot 6. Trying to just grab a few of these so I can see what's there. Okay, you can't pogo up to that. I could pogo out of there, I'm pretty sure. Vorticon friendly fire. Yeah, I think I want to get one of these down to where the key card was, but how? That one's not going anywhere. I need a free one like that. Of course, then you got baby Vorticons running around being nuisances. But at least they're not dangerous directly. Okay, there's nothing over here. That's kind of weird. I shoot through that? No. Their shots are higher than mine. And I think that didn't reach it. Although, did it fall in the hole? No. No, it did not. Okay, that's not safe. Not that anything is, but... well, that's not true. Some things are safe. That's just not one of them. Yeah, they're not too bright. Yeah, I think I want to free those robots without collecting those other soda cans. So we have some neat color coding in this area. Yeah, this is just a nuisance, so it doesn't feel right to shoot it outright. Oh, more guns. $241 shots, which is more than I'm ever going to use. Alright, leave those there for now. Grab these. And follow the robots, presumably over to the keycard. I think I'll leave the last Vorticon guarding the teddy bears and the shots by itself. Let's go around here. Okay, I feel like I may have to shoot these. Where did the robots go? I hope they didn't despawn. Because then I'm kind of stuck. Oh no, they're going up there. And this could be a while. So go up there, along this, down in there, crawl back out. Then come up this wall, and all the way around the level again. So yeah, now we wait. Not sure why there's only one of them now. Maybe they just got so close together it looks like there's one. Yeah, they'll go down here, around here, down this wall. It's possible if you just tap the input to turn around without making noise. Okay, good, it's not stuck there. I kind of worried when it walked across from the green to the blue. So yeah, then it go back up in there, back down here, and repeat the loop. Come to think of it, isn't the pie the replacement for the pizza? We've gone from pizza pies to regular pies. Or cake, rather. But still, it's a slice of something. Alright, now I just need to make sure I be on top of this when it goes up the wall, and there's our key card. They cannot crush you, so there's some small mercy. Alright, you can just jump over the exit to get the cake. Alright, we have lights already. That's almost suspiciously accessible. Do I want them to jump up there? I think what I wanted to do was turn the light off, grab the yellow key card, turn the lights back on to get them to jump up here, so I can get the red one safely. So let's do that right away. Yeah, but how are you supposed to know that in advance? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they can't jump up through the one tile gaps, so you're safe up here. And yeah, let's leave the lights on until I know that there's a reason to turn them off. Okay, those are one way down. I've seen these before. gonna try for the teddy bears. Well, Vorta bears. Teddy Vorticons. Okay, let's just go straight down. Okay, so I want to hold to the left, and like that, but better. Yep, that wasn't so bad. That was kind of rude, though. That would be ridiculously dangerous if they were jumping at random. Although you could probably, if you're being careful, once they all jump up there, get to where the red key card is, kind of bait them to one side and jump just high enough to touch it. That didn't quite jump high enough. But yeah, that's the trouble with the 2-button shot control. Because at least in the first 3 games, it's set up so if you want to shoot, you need to press both buttons at once. There is no third button. But if you want to go into Pogo and go high, you need to press Pogo and then jump in rapid succession. And if you don't do it just right, you end up shooting. Yeah, I need a whole jump there. Alright, give that one more try. And because their shots are high, they can't hit you through here. They also can't shoot each other, which is kind of a shame. Can I even see the platform down there? Okay, that looks like it's just for extra points. Alright, looks like the last laser beam should be up here. That's what that pipe to the right is. Alright, hopefully it'll fall off. Yes. Yep, that looks like my skull, alright? It's not worth it. Why is there... Okay, there's a second exit here. Can I bounce back up to those? No. So you need to be falling down here and holding left if you want those. That's kind of neat. Alright, so we've got one stage left, one laser beam, or Tantalus array. Save outside. And go for it. A ton of shots at the beginning. That's kind of worrisome. We got light switch right at the beginning. That's also a bit concerning. But it's probably how you're meant to get across this without dying horribly. And then they can fall off there if you're lucky. I keep going right. Yeah, they kind of track you, but it's not instant tracking. There's like a... Probably it's set up so they have a random chance to turn to face you every however many steps. But yeah, the further to the right I am, the more likely it is to fall off, I think. Just need to make sure not to step on his head. There. That did not feel good. How do I get across that? Is it just... Okay, there's a lift. It's not just obnoxious one-tile jumps. And it's probably technically possible to squeeze between those, like, sparking stuff. But I don't want to try it. I just need to figure out where I want to go next. Hopefully not there. But I may not have a choice. Yep, pretty sure I need that. There's still 2 more key cards. Potentially. The level doesn't necessarily have all 4, but I've seen 3 colors, so probably it does. That's almost a free life. It's enough points for a life, it's not necessarily free, though. Yeah. That almost worked out. But yeah, this does feel like it's meant to be the final level. Wait for them to fall off again. Hope it doesn't take us long this time. Come on, keep going. There we go. Yeah, that jump probably isn't as bad as it feels, but it feels bad. And I missed my ride. Yeah, it's possible to jump so low you barely even leave the ground. Okay, that's... I don't have that key. Yeah, I think you are meant to go from robot to robot there. But if this was the blue key card, we'll see what that does first. I jumped too soon. Or not soon enough, depending. 300 shots. And counting. That could have gone badly. One down? Did they shoot their own shots? Yeah, I think shots can destroy shots. Okay, so it's the red key card found here. The blue one is up there, guarded by a robot and a Vorticon. Which then unlocks something on the bottom left over there. That's better. Yeah, I think the best way to handle that sort of situation is hold, jump, tap, pogo. Because then you're pressing both buttons at once and you shoot. And now we wait. Let's turn the lights on for now. Okay. That will make that considerably easier. I think it is possible to jump from the one robot to the other one, but having an actual solid platform there is definitely a plus. Really? That did not feel like it should have killed me. I think I was going to say I think I coyote jumped there. But it does not help against accidentally stepping on them. And that's just rushing that and messing up the jump. Yeah, this last one always just takes longer to go off the edge. Or maybe that's tautology, whichever one's last takes the longest. But it feels like it's always been the same one. Alright, wait for the platform. Go up and get the blue key. Yep, hold jump tap pogo. Yeah, I'm not gonna rush that. Oh wait, I don't want it. Oh yes, I do want to go down there first. Never mind. I want to go down to unlock the door to hit the switch to extend the bridge, and then go back up and jump on the robot. And I think I want the lights to stay off so I don't have to worry about Vorticons maybe jumping into my feet. Yeah, that's one thing I'll give the Mario games. It just makes sense that if you're jumping on top of something, they should get the worst of it. Okay, that was just lucky. Okay, it seems you cannot jump well from these things. Yeah, and I don't quite know what's going on at the top here. Yeah, that's probably the safest thing. Okay, green keycard. Come to think of it, has there been any invisible platforms, or barely visible, in this game? Or is that purely episode 1? I'm getting sick of replaying this, so just put on God mode and skip over it. So, G-O-D... Just since we're up where we just were. Don't need to bother with this. Heck, I don't even need to bother with the blue key card. I can just come here. Okay, and G-O-D again to turn it off. And I still die. The really impossible Togo trick. Okay, those are solid from the bottom. You can turn the lights off again here. which lets you steer them all into that little pit there. Hopefully there aren't any more to the right. If there are, I can just duck underneath them. Yep, there's the... Is that the Capitol building or the Lincoln Memorial? Or both? Regardless. That should be game. And there's more down there, of course. After disabling the weaponry of the Vorticon mothership, Billy heads for Earth. Yeah, Commander Keen's real name, Billy Blaze. Even great space heroes need a nap after feeding a vicious horde of violence-spent aliens. Feels like it's a lot further from Earth than it was in Episode 1, but of course in Episode 1 we were coming all the way from Mars, so... The Vorticon ship limps back towards Vorticon 6 to tell of their defeat at the hands of Commander Keen. The Grand Intellect will not be pleased. Wake up, Billy. It snowed last night. There's no school. Looks like we've got a pet Yorp now. Wonderful, Mother. That will give me time to rid the galaxy of the Vorticon menace and discover the secret of the mysterious Grand Intellect. Spot. Spot is not a very Yorpish name, but okay. You'd better have a nourishing vitamin-fortified bowl of sugar stoopies first. Okay, Mom. To be continued. Yorp seems to like snow anyway. Onward to Vorticon 6, where the whole planet awaits your arrival, through Vorticon cities and militant installations, final confrontation with Grand Intellect. Ponder the words of the ancient Vorticon, who is the Grand Intellect? Registration information. Yep. Okay. And I wanted to play around with God mode a little, so let's do that. So, as in Episode 1, GOD on the map. Alright, I need to re-enable the joystick setup. I'll let you just walk off the map. It's really not much to see. Okay, these are the engines, so these are like the feet of the ship. Yeah, Acme, whatever that said. These are like the claws in the front, which are the main weapons, I would think. Little horns on the head. Yeah, there's really nothing here out of bounds, it's just more blueprint. The blueprint pattern, rather. But yeah, I wanted to check... I think it was this level I'm thinking of. Might have been Moscow, though. No, it was Moscow. Wait, this is Moscow, based on that picture. Okay, careful pogo jump can get that. That's how you get those. So, Moscow saved, even though that says Rome. Okay, I need to turn God mode back on. It doesn't stay between goals. But yeah, here, you can, at least in theory, come past here. Yeah, there's the Colosseum, so this is Rome. And just exit. Yeah, and it said Rome inside the level, too. Yeah, Moscow is saved, Rome is not saved, but the level is clear. So if I just clear the game now, what happens? What was the all key cards thing? CT space, I think? Yep. I can just skip getting the key cards, go straight to the end of the level. And we'll do that for the other levels also. Okay, and I could have come up here to get a bunch of Vortibears. And down here, your choice of shots or points. Although you could get most of them by pogoing, I think. This was New York. There's anything in the top right here where I don't think ever went. Sort of. It's theoretically another way to that. Yeah. No, that was home A. Home B. Laser beam. Alright, this is a stage with F-U-C-L spelled out here. So that feels like some kind of meme. Not that way. This one doesn't have anything behind the dome thing, which is unusual. Most of them have at least that little exit passage. Alright, let's get the key cards like that. Yeah, and up here is just some very unsafe Vortibears. Yeah, it's hard to aim those when you're using the pogo flight. Okay, so one level we didn't save it. Yeah, one level we didn't shoot the ray to save the city. So that leaves two more that are left to do. I don't think there's a no clipping code in this game. And God mode does not protect you from these rats. Yeah, it is on. Just wanted to double check that. Masters points. I think I got those earlier. When I was playing Little Hole for Real. Yeah, so it was Rome we didn't save. That was just bonuses, so I want to go down there. Okay, is the game now unwinnable? Because I technically cleared the stage and I can't get back in it, but I didn't destroy the Tantalus, right? So, guess the Earth explodes after all. Oh well, this has been Arafone playing Commander Keen Episode 2. The Earth explodes, and guess we're saying goodbye to Rome. Come back next time, we'll continue with Episode 3, where Keen actually goes to the Vorticon homeworld and maybe finds out what's actually going on. Until then, enjoy your weekend.